from chapter number 20, in the first 6 verses. The second book of the Kings, chapter number 20, the first 6 verses. When you have it, say amen. Amen. Let us stand for the reading of God's word. It reads, "In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And the prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, Set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. Then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Lord, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. It came to pass, afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Lord came to him, saying, Turn again, and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, Thus saith the Lord, the God of David thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the 3rd day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord, and I will add unto thy days 15 years. And I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. And I will defend this city for mine own sake and for my servant David's sake. Thus ends the reading of God's word. This first Sunday of the year, I wish to go back in time. You know, God is good. And I dealt with this about 10, 11 years ago, but I want to rework it today. I want to talk from the subject of the theme, Let's Make a Deal.
All right.
Let's make a deal. One of the most popular television game shows of the 60s and 70s was called Let's Make a Deal.
Yes.
That particular game show, contestants would buy, they would sell, and they would trade anything and everything from a pair of socks to high-ticket items. Lawyers, doctors, plumbers, and even Beverly Hills housewives dress in sometimes ridiculous and oftentimes humorous outfits, hoping to trade a hard-boiled egg for a brand new car. Near the end of the show, the original host, who was named Monty Hall, asked those who had already played if they wanted to keep what they had or trade it for a chance at the big deal of the day. All right, now I know I'm not the only one in here. Amen. Y'all trying to act younger than you are. The first 2 traders who decided to risk their cash and or their merchandise for a chance at the grand prize got to choose between door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3. There were great prizes, but sometimes you would not always trade up by choosing what was behind the door. It was one of my favorite game shows back in the day, and I watched it not long ago. They got a black boy hosting it today. Y'all like him, man? In our text, we find one of the most unusual and inspiring events recorded in Scripture. And to me, it almost parallels the game show, Let's Make a Deal. In an effort not to overlook the importance nor the significance of that particular day and age, let us remember the centrality and the importance of this chapter. And we can't overlook it because it was God's final attempt to win over the reigning house of David to a life of obedience and trust. From this chapter onwards, along with its consequence found in chapter 39, attention turns to the coming servant of Yahweh, who will accomplish what the current house of David has proved itself heretofore incapable of doing. In those days, the main character in this text was Hezekiah, who was found to be sick and near death.
All right.
And Isaiah, the prophet, the son of Amos, went to him and said, "Thus says the Lord, set your house in order, for you shall die and not live." Now, I want y'all to understand, this was not the local physician speaking, nor was it the primary care physician. These were not the words of the family doctor. But the Bible calls to our attention that it was God that said it. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes, brothers and sisters, when I sit around and think, I'm just amazed at how frail we all are. Mm-hmm. Hello, somebody.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of things that can do you in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Accidents, diseases,
Yes.
violence,
Yes.
war. So many things can end your life.
That's right.
How many of you all can remember? I guess about 6-7 years ago, it was national news. We all followed that medical case of Amy Copeland, that 24-year-old graduate student of psychology working on her thesis at the University of West Georgia, ready to take her place in society. She seemed to be preparing herself well for the transition. And while out with friends, relaxing and enjoying a weekend, she and others were enjoying themselves while ziplining over the Toloso River, where she gashed her leg and bacteria from the water set in. Hello, somebody.
That's right.
And y'all remember it was that flesh-eating disease.
Yes, sir.
After 3 months of hospitalization, she somewhat recovered. But she recovered with the expense of losing most of her limbs.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Hello, somebody. Her life was spared, but she lost most of her limbs. Even if you think you can hide yourself in some shelter or enjoy a leisurely day of relaxation, it's funny when you think about it, and the older you get, the more you think. A little bug,
Yes, sir. Yes.
a microbe can take you out.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
There are some, I'm sure, sitting here this morning in this sanctuary that have not enjoyed sitting in their own backyard during this last summer because you were afraid that a mosquito, hello,
Yes, sir.
was going to bite you. Amen. Even though 46 minus 5 doesn't believe in global warming.
Stand, preacher.
Hello, somebody.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes it's got to get cold enough for some things to die.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all not praying with me. Yeah. And now disease is real. Amen. Especially when you talk about the state, our state now, especially up north.
Right.
They all them militias, they can keep on going. Brothers and sisters, life is fragile.
Yes, it is.
We read here in this chapter that Hezekiah now understands just how fragile to be very ill. The Bible said, indeed, he was dying. He has a mortal illness. He was sick unto death. Amen. Not place sick.
All right.
Not convenient sick. Hello.
Right.
Amen. Tim, you remember, I won't call no name, but you remember I think about it sometimes. I could have lost my job.
Yeah.
Amen. I was summoned under the pretense that one of our members was sick unto death.
Yeah.
And I left my place of employment
Yeah.
to rush to the hospital. He could witness.
Yeah.
And when I got there, he was sitting up eating a bowl of soup. But the prophet comes to him with confirmation from Yahweh. Thus says Yahweh, thus says the Lord, you will die.
Yes.
Amen, amen, amen. So here was Hezekiah when the man of God walks in. And I imagine that Hezekiah began to feel somewhat better, knowing that Isaiah, the prophet, was there to pray for his recovery.
All right.
And yet he enters in and tells Hezekiah, man, you gonna die.
Yeah.
Get your affairs in order.
All right.
See, it's one thing for me to walk in the hospital room with Deacon Tim, or Deacon Doug, or Deacon Jones, or Deacon D. It's one thing for us to walk in the hospital. But it's another thing when I walk in the hospital with O'Neill Swanson.
Right.
My Lord. Wow.
I want to make it plain. It's never good when the preacher walks in the room with the undertaker.
My Lord.
Preacher here tells Hezekiah, prepare for death. He must prepare for death and do all that is necessary for a king to do to ensure the affairs of state are passed to his successor smoothly. God is concerned with the future of his people, and sometimes we develop the wrong impression that God is only interested in our praise and our worship. But I want you to know God is interested and concerned with our everyday life. God's desire is for all things to be done decently and in order. God is concerned about who will continue to lead our nation. And yet God allows us free will to hear his voice and to respond or even ignore. God is concerned about our daily lives, and he is concerned about our welfare. As I get back and look at this text, it's important that we know that Hezekiah here was only 39 years. Y'all not here, man. 39 years old when this sickness grabbed hold of him, and then Isaiah gives him the bad news about his illness. In other words, he was facing premature death. One of the most difficult things to deal with, beloved, is the premature death of a loved one. It's difficult when death knocks on the door of those that have lived their whole, y'all not hearing me. Yeah, it's different. It's different when you're burying somebody who's 100.
That's right.
And you're burying somebody who's 10.
Yes.
Oh, I wish I had a witness here.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't understand why, but we just have to trust God.
Yes, sir.
That he's too wise to ever make a mistake.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I wish I had a witness here. But what makes this significant is that Hezekiah's faithfulness to the Lord as a king of Judah, if you study, was without precedent. So what's the first thing that we can deduce from this narrative of Hezekiah? First of all, one thing that I can deduce is clearly premature death is no respecter of persons.
Right.
Hello, somebody.
Yes, sir.
The young die too.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Down in Texas right now, they're trying to find
That's right.
an individual for no apparent reason killing a 7-year-old child. Y'all not hearing me. Premature death has nothing to do with how faithful we are as Christians. It has nothing to do with how good we are for society. Hello?
All right.
Amen. I found myself the other day going through some things, and I looked, and there was a card from my nephew. Amen. Hadn't even begun the prime of his life. A senior in college, not even permitted to walk across the stage, and y'all not hearing me. The Lord's ways are totally beyond our own.
Yes.
And it's a mistake to try to interpret them within the framework of our own limited understanding. And so let's be absolutely clear about the prognosis here. Hezekiah is facing certain death. One thing to be told by a favorable doctor that you're going to die. But to be told by God himself, y'all not hearing me? The Lord who never gets it wrong. Yeah. The Lord told me, boy, you're getting ready to die. I guarantee you, I get my house in order. The old folks say, make sure my business is fixed.
Yes, sir.
Y'all not praying with me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But wait a minute. Hezekiah is a godly king. Come on, Bible readers. He's used to taking his problems to the Lord in prayer. And so this problem, even as hopeless as it may seem, is no exception. And so we read that Hezekiah turns to the wall. All right. Come on, Bible readers. Think with me. He's probably in his bed chamber. He's probably laying on his bed, and he turns to the wall, and he pleads with the Lord for more time. This event with its subsequent narrative to me is quite remarkable because it demonstrates that even the Word of God, hello somebody, even the Word of God can be reversed by repentance.
Yes.
Here is a prophetic word which will be so altered. What seems to be a situation which cannot be changed is passed over through prayer. In spite of what we have been told by religious folk, our faithfulness can change the mind of God, and the Bible makes it clear. You remember Jonah, don't you? Oh, they told him to go to Nineveh and tell them that God has judged them and will destroy them. And y'all not hearing me. That they ultimately need to take heed to the word of God and repent. And then God spares Nineveh. You remember Abraham, don't you? God told Abraham that Sodom and Gomorrah would be destroyed. Abraham said, God, would you destroy the righteous with the wicked? If there are 50 righteous found, God said if he found 50, he would spare. Abraham said, well, that's too easy. Maybe God knows something that I don't know. He said, well, if there's 4